A new update is coming very soon for College Football 27, and we already have an idea of what's going to be in it to some degree. There's a lot of gameplay changes on the way. Obviously, Dynasty and Road to Glory is going to get some changes as well, new equipment coming soon, and more. Now, we got the first truly big update of College Football 27 on August 5th. But as we get close to the start of the college football season in real life, there's going to be another big update because EA always does that. Now, the first thing we can absolutely expect that I know tons of people have been waiting for since the game dropped is a big roster update. Now, this is going to be separate from the actual title update because they're always kept separate. So we have a big title update coming, but also the first big roster update of the year as well. Now, in past years, they were a little bit later on the roster updates from what I remember, like weeks into the season, but they said that they were going to get the rosters out before the season started this year, so that's coming up really soon. So there's going to be a lot of incoming freshmen that we still need to get in the game. I mean, players like Chris Henry Jr. for Ohio State or Jared Curtis for Vanderbilt. And with the way they do things now with the NIL players, it does take a while to get the new freshmen into the game because not only do they have to update all of the existing players and change their teams around, change their equipment, change up some of their likeness, they also got to add all the incoming freshmen. And depending on when they opted in, it could take a while to get these guys in. It's over 12,000 players in the game, so I understand that it takes time, although it would be nice if more of these freshmen were in at the actual release date of the game, just because some people want those guys there for when they start their dynasties. But that first big roster update is coming very soon, so definitely be on the lookout for that. I'll obviously make a video when that goes live. Now, in terms of gameplay, they've already told us about some stuff they're going to be fixing. In fact, yesterday they had a small live content update. I didn't make a video on it because they simply just patched two little things in gameplay. This is kind of a new thing they're doing where they don't always have to wait for a title update for certain things. Some things they're able to kind of fix with a live content update, but most stuff typically is going to require a title update, so that means we have to wait longer. But what they did yesterday was they removed the ability to use the untarget defender mechanic on RPO plays because people were using these against man defense to kind of, get an advantage on offense. And they also tuned a buck sweep play that had a warped animation with the handoff. This didn't really get too widespread or out of hand, but they jumped on it pretty quickly. Now, in terms of other gameplay changes that are likely coming in this update, they mentioned the last time they did an update, which was a few weeks ago, that there were some other things on the radar. Now, the big one is speed boosting. We know they're removing this because they've already removed it in Madden. They were able to get it out pretty quickly in Madden. It was worse last year than it was this year, but it was still pretty powerful, and people were quickly abusing it again. So it's gone in Madden. This next title update for college, it's going to be gone there as well. So if you're dealing with that, you won't have to worry about it anymore, although not many people can really do this at a high level. Really just the top 1% of people can do it, so you might not even really be running into it that often, but if you are, it's going to be gone. Now, another thing that was very interesting that they said was on the radar was man coverage effectiveness. Now, in both Madden and in college football, we've seen man coverage is really, really good this year. And I don't mind man coverage being good. I actually think it's kind of nice because for too many years, man coverage was not good in these games. And the last couple of years, it's gotten a little better. This year, it's very, very sticky. It's very tough. There are some ways to beat it, of course, but it is really, really good. And I do think they're going to do some tuning here. My hope is that they just don't over-tune it and make it useless. Obviously, it is annoying when man coverage is super good in a game because then it just allows a lot of people to just play set it and forget it man defense, and it feels kind of random at times if your receivers are going to come open or not. And a lot of people don't like going against that because they feel like the game just gets boring. Everybody just sits in man coverage and it's hard to move the ball down the field. So they're definitely going to be doing some adjusting here. I just hope they don't go too crazy with it. I don't think they will because they made a lot of changes to defense as a whole this year. The goal was to make it harder, but we know we've seen in years past when we have good defensive games, they get patched really quickly because people complain. So we'll have to see exactly what route they take, but they're definitely looking into man coverage because they said it themselves. They also mentioned a fix should be coming for hurry-up offenses, sometimes resetting custom adjustments, which is a big deal because custom adjustments is one of the big new features this year, and a lot of people run hurry-up, so sometimes it's messing that up. That should be fixed soon. Now, in terms of Road to Glory and Dynasty, these modes, they usually don't talk too early about what they're actually planning to change. They usually let us know what they're looking at gameplay-wise, and then some of the devs on Twitter will drop little tidbits when it comes to other things in the game, but we don't really know what they're doing with Dynasty or Road to Glory. I do know they're fixing the white helmet glitch. That is a problem, I believe, in Dynasty mode. There's obviously some other things they gotta attack there. I don't think Dynasty has too many crazy issues this year right now. The one recent one is the white helmet glitch, where sometimes certain players will just have a plain white helmet, which is one of those ridiculous bugs. I don't know how that happens, but it seems like this became an issue after the last update, so that is going to be fixed pretty shortly with this next update. Now, we always know we're going to expect new uniforms. That's something we have seen since college football came back in 25. Almost every update, there's new uniforms and there's new helmets, because in college football, they are constantly introducing new alternates, new throwbacks. So, for example, the Georgia all-white uniforms that they just revealed recently, they revealed them, I think, right before the last update went live. So EA couldn't put them in the game yet because Georgia had not revealed them yet. Now, sometimes EA does get the uniforms before they're revealed in real life. It just kind of depends on the school. But other times, they don't send them to EA until they reveal them to everybody. So that's why sometimes you see uniforms in the game early, but more times than not, you're usually going to see them come after teams reveal them. So the UGA all whites should be in with the next update, I believe. There's obviously more uniforms that teams have revealed recently, like Tulane with their Mardi Gras uniforms. It looks crazy. Arizona State with their new throwback uniforms. I don't know exactly which ones are going to be in the next update, but a lot of those new ones are going to be coming soon. I believe the new grays for Tennessee, as they switched over to Adidas, so they had to kind of redo all of them. We saw in the last update they got the dark modes. The grays should be coming very soon as well. Now, hey, if you're still here at this point of the video and you're enjoying it, I would just ask that you subscribe, join the family. That way you're always up to date with all the latest news for College Football 27, so you're never missing out on any updates or any sneaky little things that EA adds into the game. Now, when it comes to equipment, I know my equipment people have been asking, what equipment updates are we getting? Because we saw this year, we got a lot of equipment for the release of the game, more than we had seen in previous years, but there's still more to be done. Now, Equipment Guru will drop little hints on Twitter at times. He won't usually outright say what's coming, but he'll respond to some people kind of hinting that, yeah, this is coming soon. So we know we're getting some new face masks. He's kind of been hinting at these, like some new Axiom helmet face masks, some new F7 Pro masks. We should be seeing those, I would hope, in this update coming soon, because he has been hinting at it for quite a bit on Twitter. And that's always a big deal because helmets are kind of the biggest piece of equipment these days. And, you know, they did a lot of work with fitting the helmets properly this year, making them look better. But there's some new masks that they got to get in there, and we should be getting those soon. Another big topic of conversation are new cleats. Now, typically at the beginning of every release, we would get quite a few new cleats. This year we did get some new Adidas cleats, but that was about it. In this last update, we did get a new pair of Under Armour cleats as well. But we got no new Nike or Jordan cleats, which is pretty odd because usually every year we get some of those. Equipment Guru has hinted that there are new ones coming very soon, likely in this next update. Now, which ones, we don't know, but we know that they're missing some pretty big ones that were revealed last year and this year. You know, we're missing the foam posits, we're missing the Kobe cleats, the newer Diamond Turfs and things like that, Jordan 4s. So I don't know exactly which ones are coming, but he did hint that new Nike cleats are coming soon, and probably some new Under Armour ones as well, because Under Armour has also been putting quite a bit of new stuff out there over the last 2 years. Like I said, we did just get a new one in the last update, but probably some more of those coming soon as well. Another topic of conversation was wearing the untucked shirt with the compression shirt on rolled jerseys. They took it out in the last update because the long untucked shirt was clipping through a lot of things, but I believe they have fixed that now, and they said that this will be returning because some people were not happy to see that go away. That look should be returning as they have fixed the issue with it. Equipment Guru also mentioned helmet stickers for Arizona and Dynasty should be in the next update as well, because those were missing. And there could be some other equipment stuff on the docket as well. This is just the stuff that he has hinted at already, but there could definitely be some more stuff coming, if not in this update, in ones to follow. And also keep in mind, this isn't everything that's going to be in the update. We've seen when they do these big title updates for college, I mean, last update there was 150 plus changes. There's tons of different stuff for the modes and other little things that they adjust. This is just the stuff that they have either hinted at or spoken on so far that we know for sure. Now, if you want to see all of the stuff that they added in the last update, because they added quite a bit, make sure to check out this important video right here on the screen.